Good evening. This has just been a nightmare of a day for drivers. A fuel tanker rollover on I-91 in North Haven has the highway shut down.
Now, this accident occurred shortly after 1 o'clock this afternoon. The scene between exits 12 and 13. The tanker carrying thousands of gallons of fuel flipped onto its side. News 8 has team coverage of the accident and its effect on the evening commute. We begin with Jamie Muro, who is live near the scene tonight. Jamie?
Well, Keith, good evening. You know, usually at this hour, you would be looking on the highway, you'd be seeing cars coming by, their headlights as the sun has set here. But now really the only lights you're seeing are the emergency lights, the red and blue flashing lights. And what you're looking at now, this has been the way it has been out here for hours. The task now is offloading all this gasoline from the tanker truck onto another truck. And it's going to look like this for at least another 2 hours. Quite simply, it's a mess. One truck, one car, 6 lanes, and a highway vacant of any traffic. Rose Derrico saw the fire trucks and came out to witness how a big mess like this is cleaned up.
It's sad and it's scary because I just hope nobody got hurt.
Amazingly, minor injuries for 3 people. Around 1 o'clock, a woman driving north in a sedan on Interstate 91 with a passenger in between exits 12 and 13 in North Haven somehow lost control, veering into the lane of a tanker truck, clipping it.
The tractor-trailer attempted to take evasive action. That driver lost control, rolled the tractor-trailer over into the center median.
There was the issue of shutting down the highway, and then there was the task of offloading at least 8,000 gallons of gasoline from one truck to another. Messy? Perhaps, but there's another way to look at this.
Did you get lucky today?
We got really lucky today. We got lucky in the fact that we didn't catch an ignition source.
Foam was used to temper a potentially explosive situation. Messy, yes, but it could have been more of a mess. Deadly even.
Well, it's kind of scary, like I was telling this fella here. That's kind of a hard part of near exit 12. When I'm coming southbound, I get kind of scared. I don't know.
Now, the DEP estimated hours ago that maybe about 30 gallons had spilled out, but that number is tough to really quantify at this point because, again, they won't get a sense of how much gasoline spilled out until they put it onto the new truck to see how many gallons actually filled up that tanker truck. Again, the fire chief telling us about an hour ago, could be another 3 to 4 hours, then they will slowly reopen all 6 lanes of traffic, but for now, this is what it looks like. We are live in North Haven. I'm Jamie Muro, News 8.
Jamie, thank you. Thousands of drivers travel through I-91 in North Haven on a typical weekday. Today, they had to find a different way to get home.
Our team coverage continues with News 8's Ted Coffey, who has talked to a lot of frustrated drivers. He's live near Wallingford. Ted?
Keith and Ann, not a pretty picture out here. We were hoping at this hour to have a better picture to show you, but as you can see over my shoulder, a lot of headlights. Folks line up as far as the eye can see. They're trying to make their way down exit 13 off of I-91. And you got to feel for these drivers because some of these folks have been out there for the better part of the afternoon just inching along. And you'd think that by the time that they get to this exit that they've hit the finish line, but that's not the case. Let me show you what's ahead of them. As they come down to the bottom of the exit 13, they have to get onto Washington Avenue here into Wallingford, and then heading into North Haven, they have to drive a couple of miles southbound just to get back to exit 12 to get back on I-91, and that's not an easy thing at this hour. As you know, there's a lot of local traffic. It's rush hour, 6 o'clock. You add that to the mix with all this traffic coming off of I-91, and folks simply are not moving at all. We talked to some very frustrated drivers just a few hours ago.
I got in Hartford about 2 o'clock, so 2.5 hours.
And you're still not home?
No.
It just was like all of a sudden. I don't know when it started. We was a couple miles back on 91, and it just was a lot of traffic.
And how long ago was that?
About 2 hours ago.
1 hour and 7 minutes. You've gone how far?
2 miles. And then I got no cop directing this traffic here, which is making the intersection clog up because everybody's getting greedy instead of just letting every other one go in. So I think we'll make it now, though. Hopefully it'll be soon.
I hope you make this lane. All right, thank you. Good luck. Yeah, a very tough intersection out here this afternoon. We've been out here for several hours. I got to say, most people have been very well behaved. We've heard a few people honk their horns, a few people yelling out the window out of frustration, but for the most part, people taking this as much in stride as they can. Of course, today, a lot of missed appointments, a lot of missed deliveries, a lot of late arrivals. Suffice it to say, this is going to be a commute that nobody is going to forget. Reporting live in Wallingford, Ted Coffey, News 8.